You're interrupting my meditation.
Under the blistering lights of a packed Las Vegas arena, an electric hush fell over the crowd. No one could believe what they were about to witness. A showdown between one of boxing's most feared legends, Mike Tyson, and Hollywood's fiercest femme fatale, Uma Thurman. It was a matchup born of spectacle, whispered about in bars and debated across social media platforms for weeks. But now, as the bell rang, fantasy became brutal, surreal reality. Mike Tyson, the baddest man on the planet, entered the ring with the same primal glare that had melted heavyweight giants. Though older now, the power in his fists remained volcanic. His footwork, though slightly slower with age, was still grounded in the ferocious peekaboo style that made him a nightmare for even the most technically sound opponents. His biggest strength? Raw, unrelenting aggression. When Tyson moved forward, it felt like a freight train with bad intentions. But Tyson's weaknesses were as well known as his highlight reel knockouts. He had a short fuse, a tendency to unravel emotionally under pressure, and conditioning had often been a question mark in the later stages of his career. If someone could survive the early storm, they had a chance, albeit a slim one. On the other side of the ring stood Uma Thurman, a woman known for wielding samurai swords, dispatching dozens of foes as Beatrix Kiddo in Kill Bill. But this wasn't cinema, this was a real fight. Surprisingly, Thurman didn't just come for theatrics. Over the past year, she trained relentlessly in various martial arts disciplines, transitioning from screen fighting precision to real-world grit. Her strength lay in flexibility, speed, and precision. She danced around Tyson like a fencer, slipping in quick jabs and kicks, using every inch of her height and reach advantage. Still, she was up against a heavyweight wrecking ball. Tyson, even at half his prime, possessed knockout power few mortals could absorb. Uma's style was slick, but it lacked the brute force necessary to stop a man who'd made a career of ending fights in seconds. Her greatest weapon was strategy, keeping the distance, staying unpredictable, frustrating Tyson into overcommitting. But her weakness was clear, she was in his world now. One wrong move and the lights would go out. The first round was a dance of opposites. Thurman kept her distance, peppering Tyson with strikes that landed more in spirit than in substance. Tyson, patient and surprisingly composed, stalked her like a tiger sizing up prey. The second round, he started closing the gap. A brutal body shot bent Uma sideways. You could hear the thud. 3 rows back. Still, she fought on, showing heart that earned the crowd's respect, and a few gasps when she connected with a spinning back kick that caught Tyson off guard. But the third round was Tyson's. He'd had enough of the game. As Uma backed into the ropes, Tyson unleashed a flurry of hooks and uppercuts that turned the tide definitively. A right uppercut broke through her guard, and a devastating left hook sent her to the canvas. The arena erupted. She struggled to rise, heart refusing to quit, but the referee waved it off. It was over. Mike Tyson had won, not just because of power, but because experience, aggression, and killer instinct overwhelmed even the most spirited challenger. Uma Thurman had come to fight, not to play pretend, and she earned the world's respect. But in the end, the ring still belonged to Iron Mike.